Have you ever been to an Airbnb and wonder, what does this do? Or how do I work this?
Well, this isn't like our TV, so I have no clue how to work this remote.
So have I. So this video is going to show you 5 steps that's going to help you improve your communication with your guests to ensure that you get that 5-star rating. Back in 2020, my girlfriend and I purchased this beautiful cabin, although it didn't look like this at the time. It was rough, but I used the pandemic to go ahead and remodel everything in this place under her direction, of course, because she has way better taste than I do. And that's why this place looks the way it does. Take that into consideration. We decided to turn it into an Airbnb. And when we did that, I thought to myself, okay, if I was a guest coming to a place that I don't know, what kind of information would I like? So I did these steps that I'm going to show you. And since then, from the very first start, we hit Superhost every quarter. And we have been for the past year and a half that we've been doing this. Now we've had over 100 guests show up to our little Huusli here. And during that time, we've still had a 5.0 rating. And I'm going to show you how we do it through communication. Number 1, I am the co-host for this property. And so I do all the property management, which means I'm the one that will contact the guests and make sure they have everything they need or answer questions or deal with any issues that have to do with the cabin. I'm only an hour and a half away. I've rebuilt everything here anyway. So if there's an issue, I know how to fix it. So what we do is I send our guests a text about a week before they show up here to the cabin. And in that text, it has information such as their door code, where to go to for fireplace instructions, the general ins and outs of the cabin, and those kind of things. Now for that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put that in the description so that you can see it, grab whatever you need from it. Maybe it'll help. And from there, we'll move on. Number 2, put signs on everything. Because sometimes you have those little switches and stuff and nobody knows what they're for. Number 3, build your Airbnb its own website. And you can do that for free. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. You can go to Wix.com and build one for free. You can go to GoDaddy and buy a cheap domain, put it all together, and boom, now you control the information that your guests receive. When I send them a text, I send them to this website because this website has our local area guide. We rent a golf cart on here, and this is where they can go and get the information on the golf cart. There's a video in there. It tells them where they can take it and all kinds of stuff. And boom, they fill out the contract and send it to us. The biggest part of this website, what I consider the most important thing, which is number 4, videos. So when I send our guests the text, I send them to this page. And this page has 3 different videos. One that talks about the ins and outs. We live, or the cabin's right on the line between Central Time and Eastern Standard Time. In the video, I explain to them when check-in time is, when checkout time is, and that we're on this border. So if they want to make dinner reservations in a certain town, they need to know that they're an hour behind. And if they want to do it in a different town, they're an hour ahead. So I give them things like that. I show them how to work the door code. I show them how to work the remote. I show them where the Bluetooth speaker is because it's kind of hidden. Things like that. Then we have a fireplace, and it's a wood fireplace, but it has a gas starter. So I send them, there's a video here, boom, fireplace operation. And that shows them how to operate the fireplace. We also have a fire pit out back. Well, we give them a brick to make the fire start real easy, but without watching the video, you're not gonna know where that is. Creating these videos are not hard either. You don't have to have fancy equipment. I mean, the videos that I have on our website, I used an iPhone, which is exactly the same thing that I'm using to shoot this video right now. So it doesn't take a lot of expertise. You can have mess ups in it. It doesn't matter. You just want to get them the information. Then you can upload it to YouTube for free and then connect it into your website. To me, this is probably the most important thing and the reason that we get such great response from our customers on the information that we give them. Number 5, the follow-up text. 24 hours after our guests check in, I send them a text, a very simple one. I'm just checking to make sure everything's going all right and to see if you have any questions. From there, they answer. They normally tell us that they're having a great time. They love the place, but every once in a while, I do get a question. And that way I'm able to answer it real quick because if it's someplace that they're thinking about that they want to go to, I give them the answer in enough time that they can actually visit the place that they're looking for while they're here. Then you leave them alone. You know what? I'm actually going to throw one more thing in that we do that our guests seem to love. When our guests come in, this is what they're greeted with. a Huusli beach bag, which is what we named our cabin, which means tiny house, and it's based off of this hotel that we love in Switzerland. You know what? You want to see more about that? Actually, that story's on our website. And they get a card. It has their name, a nice little greeting from us. And depending on the season, since we're 3.5 blocks from the beach, we either give them a beach bag like this, or in the wintertime, we give them a Huusli mug. So yeah, that's it. Now I'll be adding all the links to the website and stuff in the description. Also the text that I send to my guest, that'll go in the description or in the comments. Who knows? I'll know. But by the time you see this video, you'll be able to find it. If you have any questions, go ahead and add it below. I'll see if I can answer it. Or if you decide that you want a video that you want me to cover something more in depth, also let me know in the comments and we'll get it done for you. So until then, happy renting.